Hi everybody, this is Tina Swain. I'm the CEO for Habitat Hillsborough. I wanted to reach out to all of our community and just say that I'm thinking of you and I hope everybody's staying safe. But before any of us even knew of what COVID-19 was, Hillsborough County families were already struggling to afford housing costs. They were already having to make crazy choices about what kind of purchases they were going to make, because there were just so many families in our community that were paying a significant amount of their paychecks towards housing. What we are seeing now with the pandemic is that there are probably going to be many more families added to that. And that is why it's so important right now that Habitat continue our work here. I'm sure that we've all found ourselves going to the grocery stores and getting frustrated because we look at the shelves and number one, there's no toilet paper, which is driving everybody crazy. But regardless, even if you look around and you see the fact that there's no groceries on some of the shelves, that it's frustrating and irritating to many of us. But let's keep in mind the fact that some of the families that Habitat serves are having to make these choices even when there's no pandemic. Not because there's a shortage of things on the shelves, but because there's a shortage of dollars for them. They are unable to purchase the things they need. And so families are having to make choices between, do I get these additional groceries, or do I pay for the prescription for my child so that they can stay well? And no parent should ever have to make a decision like that. But there's many families out there that are in that exact position. So that frustration you feel is very familiar to the families that we serve. Because of this, we have made the decision that we need to complete the homes that we have under construction. Though we're not able to bring volunteers on our sites because we are practicing social distancing, we have found ways by working with our subcontractors that are still available to continue the building process while still practicing appropriate social distancing. So we continue to build. Maybe it's going to be slower, but the families that need help need the help regardless of a pandemic. And we want them to be able to have a home where they can shelter in place. I feel so blessed because I do have a home where I can be comfortable and do that. Granted, it's getting a little boring. I have plenty of work to do, but sometimes talking to the dogs gets old. But you all understand where I'm coming from, the fact that we are extremely blessed in that we do have homes that we can be in during this time. I've always said that it takes our whole community to end the affordable housing crisis. It has always taken our volunteers, our incredible staff, our homeowner partners that are out there doing their sweat equity alongside the volunteer candidates. It takes our subcontractors. It takes our government officials. It takes our sponsors. And without all of these things coming together, it doesn't work. But because our community is so generous, and because they do come together, we are able to see families changed, to see generations change, because by getting affordable housing, they are able to break the cycle of poverty. They no longer have to make those kind of decisions of whether I'm going to get medication or I'm going to buy groceries, because they have the extra funds that they need because they're in an affordable and safe place to live. So what we're asking right now, in the middle of all this chaos, is that for those of you that can, we are asking that you would join our Carpenters Circle. It's $25 a month. So we tried to make it affordable enough that most people will be able to participate. And that alone, if we get enough people, will allow us to continue building. And when the crisis is over, it will help us to maintain that status. So I'm just asking you to come together to be part of the Habitat community by joining the Carpenters Circle. I'm asking you to join us. I understand if there's people out there that are unable to do that right now, and we appreciate that, and we don't want you to feel bad if you're unable to do it. But if you are, we're asking for your help. And so as we get through this, which I know we will, we have a great God that will see us through, and we have an incredible community. And so we look forward to seeing you back on site when all of the restrictions are lifted. And God bless you all. Thank you so much.